The biggest transfer of the summer is actually happening. Alexander Isak wants Liverpool. Alexander Isak has given priority to signing to Liverpool Football Club. We're talking about a transfer window. I said this last night, and now we've got the confirmation from Fabrizio Romano that he wants Liverpool. I said this last night. Imagine Kerkez, Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, Ekatike, and now Alexander Isak. You're talking about the greatest transfer window the Premier League has ever seen. It's honestly, at this point, crazy. And what I find very interesting is Liverpool could dominate now. City have had their recent decade, 15 years, 4 on the bounce, treble, FA Cups, League Cups. Arsenal are on a bit of a league title trophy drought. Liverpool have just won the league. They're essentially going out there backing Arne Slot to the maximum they can, to the best of their ability, giving him world-class talent like Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz, giving him a new fullback pairing who actually suit the system in Kerkez and Frimpong, and bringing in one of the most upcoming talented strikers out of the Bundesliga with 30 GA last season. Oh, but he hasn't played for his national team. Rivals at this point are just unhappy and they're just fuming. At this point, you are annoyed. You are incredibly frustrated about what Liverpool Football Club are doing. And I get it. I don't want to see a period of domination like we saw with City, but that's what I think we'll get with Liverpool. I'll be honest with you guys. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. We've just hit 68,000 subscribers, which is honestly absolutely obscene. The road to 70k is well and truly on. If you haven't already, please go down, hit that subscribe button, drop a thumbs up on the video. Now, yesterday, I want to say at about 9 p.m, I dropped a video, and it essentially said that I kind of broke down the timeline of how Liverpool have played 4D chess throughout this transfer window, putting Newcastle into a corner and saying, we're either going to take Ekatike or we're going to leave you with a happy player if you don't sell us Isak. Liverpool have gone full 360, got Isak, potentially now, and before that got Ekatike. You're talking about 4D chess, guys. And this tweet here, like, it just confirms everything. Once again, Alexander Isak wants Liverpool. It's his priority as reported. No talks of Al Hilal, Chelsea, or Manchester United. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. Alexander Isak in the same front line as Mohamed Salah, Ekatike or Gakpo on the left. It just makes things very, very difficult for the rest of the Premier League. Very, very difficult indeed. The best bet of anyone actually challenging this Liverpool side is Arsenal. But they need to go out there and sign a Rodrigo. They have to go out there and sign an Eberechi Eze. Because even squad depth players like Curtis Jones had a brilliant season last year. Endo, when he came in, was relied on and performed. Their fullback pairing on the left is either going to be Kerkez or Robertson. On the right, it's going to be Frimpong or Bradley. Those are the best set of fullbacks in the Premier League as a collective from a team. No team has a better set of fullbacks than that, in my opinion. You could maybe argue Arsenal have got Ben White and Timber, but they're not as strong on the left-hand side as me. Calafiori and Marzouashvili. Marzouashvili is very good, but Calafiori, the drop-off is quite significant. Then you look at the centre-back depth. They're now going to be adding Marc Geuhi. Like, at what point does everyone else just say, right, I'm not saying I don't think it's right people shouldn't compete, but at the same time, it's like, what are you? How do you beat this Liverpool team? Because everyone used to say to me last year, they're one Salah injury away from having a complete capitulation. They're one Salah injury away from collapsing. Right here, you're not just dealing with Salah, you're dealing with Alexander Isak now. You're dealing with Florian Wirtz now. You're dealing with McAllister, with Gravenberch, with Ekitike, with Cody Gakpo. As it stands right now, Federico Chiesa, Harvey Elliott and Darwin Núñez are all Liverpool players still. I see a few comments yesterday after the video I posted saying, I'm a bit concerned if Liverpool sell this player, that player, that player. Like, you're in safe hands, guys. You are run by one of the smartest football brains out there. And I've witnessed this guy build a team. He was responsible for bringing through Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, Moussa Dembele, Heung-min Son. He was part of the setup that said, we do not want to sell Harry Kane. And he went on to score 200 goals for the club. Like, you are in very, very, very safe hands right now. And Darwin Núñez, heavily linked to a move to Al Hilal. Harvey Elliott, heavily linked to a move away too. Not only that, as well as Morton could get a loan. Plus the academy players, the likes of Dan's, etc., being promoted to the first team. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. The only team I can see that can put up a huge fight is if Arsenal get Rodrigo and Eze. And even if they sign both of those, Liverpool are still favourites. They've been there. They've seen that. They've done it. They've wore the t-shirt. They've won 2 Premier Leagues in the last recent years. They made a cup final last year as well. A lot of people forget that. And the guy that essentially helped eliminate Liverpool out of that competition is now a Liverpool player. Look at the goalkeeper depth. Alisson and Georgi Mamardashvili. Centre-backs. Konate, Van Dijk, Geuhi. Probably will bring another centre-back in on loan maybe, or promote someone from the academy. Central midfield, backup option to Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister and Gravenberch. Like, it's going to be one hell of a side. And I just look at it right now and think City are, in my opinion, they're not going to challenge Liverpool for the title. They'll be up there, third, maybe second, depending on what happens with Arsenal. But last year we saw a Liverpool team that was dominant, that had the drive, had the determination. Now we're seeing that Liverpool side times 5. Lost Trent, that's fine, brought in Frimpong. Lost Kelleher, that's fine. We've still got Georgi Mamardashvili. We're going to lose Darwin Núñez, doesn't matter. We've got Alexander Isak. We could lose Luis Diaz, does not matter. We've got Hugo Ekitike. That is a football club that has planned for this. There's a reason why Liverpool didn't go out last year and spend the money. And people were getting onto FSG left, right and centre. But now everyone's sitting there going, do you know what? Do you know what? I can see the plan now. I can see the vision. Just won a league title. Now bringing in Alexander Isak into the mix. 20 plus league goals last season. 30 GA in all competitions, alongside 34 GA Ekitike, alongside one of the best creative midfielders in Europe in Florian Wirtz, who is only 22, man. He's 22. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. Who comes in and stops this side? The only sides out there that stop them in the Champions League, Real Madrid purely on their heritage, because it's, after all, it's Real Madrid. PSG have just won the Champions League in unbelievable fashion, beating Villa, beating Arsenal, beating City, beating Liverpool. But now you've thrown in Wirtz, Ekitike and Alexander Isak. I don't know if they're as strong anymore. And when you look at Liverpool player for player, how many players, where PSG have got their biggest strength is that Vitinha, João Neves partnership. Unbelievable footballers. Centre-backs, Liverpool are stronger. Full-backs, PSG are stronger. They got the best full-back pairing in the world. Forwards, though, Salah and Alexander Isak. Goalkeeper, flip a coin. Donnarumma and Alisson are both world-class. It's going to be a very, very interesting season, and I'm looking forward to it. The Premier League season, 3 weeks today, we'll be seeing Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Before that, we've got the Super Cup coming up. We've got the Community Shield coming up. Transfers left, right and centre. There is so much news coming your way. And if you look at this, Once again, Alexander Isak wants Liverpool. It's his priority, as reported. He's not interested in Chelsea. He's not interested in Al Hilal. And he's not interested in Manchester United. He only wants Liverpool. There is the confirmation. You've seen it yourself by one of the greatest journalists football has ever seen. You've seen it by Fabrizio Romano. Not only that, I believe David Ornstein has also come out and said yesterday that he come out yesterday and said that here we go. I should be able to bring this up now. There you go. Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle United. Absence from Celtic friendly plus Asia tour. 25-year-old's preference. Newcastle keen for Sweden international striker to stay on improved deal, but exploring potential replacements. So there's your confirmation that Alexander Isak, I was about to say Alexander Arnold, Alexander Isak wants to leave, and his priority is to Liverpool. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.